Hello everyone and welcome to Playtime with Dolphy and to a kind of bonus video for this weekend. So now that we're in 2026, I decided to do kind of like an overview video of the handheld systems that I played in 2025 and just kind of rate each one based on how much I played it throughout the year, what all I used it for, and just kind of go over the capabilities of each system in a nutshell. So you get to see my 3 really cute handheld cases. This is actually just like a little makeup pouch or jewelry pouch that I got at Francesca's, but it actually is the perfect size for me to fit my PSVita and my Retroid Pocket 5 in. So we have that. And then I have this case. I also got this from Francesca's. Again, it's a little quilted bag. And it is like the perfect size for my anbernic and also my 3DS. So yeah, I'm using these pouches for those handhelds because they work out perfectly for storage. And then I actually recently came across my old my old Switch Lite case, and I was really happy to come across it. I used to have these bulky charms on my actual Switch, and I decided to switch them over, haha, no pun intended, to the actual case, because I just think they look nice on the actual case. But yeah, so I really love this case. I believe I got this on Amazon many years ago and then completely just like lost it around the house and recently found it. Tried my best to clean it up. It's really cute because it has a little cat paw on the front, which goes really well with a lot of the charms I have on there, which are like cats and bears. And it has these cute little cat paw zipper pulls. So let's go ahead and start with my 3DS then. The case is nice because it has an additional little pouch that you can keep like a charger, or maybe if you want additional charms or headphones or anything. And it does allow you to, excuse me, carry around up to 10 of your favorite games. So I currently have, the games that I have in here are Story of Seasons, Wonderful Life, Story of Seasons, Friends of Mineral Town, Story of Seasons, Pioneers of Olive Town, Harvest Moon, Winds of Anthos, Animal Crossing, New Horizons, Spirit Fail, Loon Factory 5, and Kirby and the Forgotten Land. So those are the games that I'm most likely to play right now on my Switch, so I'm leaving them in there. And in my Switch itself is actually Story of Seasons Grand Bazaar, which I have been sinking a ton of time into lately. So yeah, this is my Switch Lite. It's still decorated the same from the last time that I did a video on it. I actually really like how I have it decorated, so I probably will not be doing a skin refresh on this system just because I really like the case that I found for it. I like the pink excuse me, the pink sparkly skin, and I really like the little gem stickles that I have applied, although I should probably replace some of them as some have fallen off. And I really like the little strawberries on the actual sticks. So let's go ahead and boot up the Switch Lite. Yes, that's me in my game right now. So yeah, the games that I've played, I guess right now have been Grand Bazaar, Stardew Valley. I do play the SNES emulator on here a lot with Sado, and of course Animal Crossing New Horizons. Still redoing my island. It is slowly coming together. I did boot up Pokemon Home, but I didn't really use it, and I was kind of casually playing Let's Go Pikachu a while back. I have severe, like, Pokemon burnout right now. I used to be, like, super into Pokemon to the point where I had, like, tons of different OCs with different teams and backstories and everything, and multiple copies of, like, each game, and, like, yeah, I was huge into Pokemon, and, the last Pokemon game that I really enjoyed was Sword and Shield, and I legitimately really enjoyed it, but I have yet to go back and finish the DLC for it. Sword and Shield might be up there in terms of one of my favorite Pokemon games, along with the remakes of, Alpha Sapphire, Omega Ruby. The only nitpicks I had was that you couldn't dress up in those games, and yeah, I know, you couldn't dress up in the old games, and yes, I have played all the old games. Game Boy Color and GBA, DS. Played them all, beat them all, but I really don't like the old games. I know that's like hearsay, but I don't like the old games. I find them tedious and frustrating, and I just prefer, I guess, the more laid-back tone of a lot of the newer games, which I know they kind of got away from, and they've been making some of the newer games harder again, and yeah. I did pick up this game on sale called Cottonville, which is actually really cute and fun. I have been delving into Bacon Pines a little bit. Ashwood Valley and Sunset Island are two other really cute games. I really love the pastel aesthetic of Ashwood Valley. Sunset Island is fun, but it is really slow paced, and coming from me, yeah, that's pretty slow. I actually was playing Digimon Story Cyber Sleuth. I'm actually pretty big into Digimon. I'm more likely to play a Digimon game than a Pokemon game right now. I don't know why. I really don't know. I think it's just more so just born out. Because, like I said, I played Pokemon a lot for, like, many years. And I just have severe, like, born out. And yes, I know about the whole challenges and whatnot. And Nuzlocke. None of that ever appealed to me. The only challenge I ever got into was type challenges. And I would actually make a lot of teams structured around, like, OCs that had specific types. But yeah, I just really got out of it. I did buy Moving Out and Tools Up on the Switch, but apparently you need a controller for a second person to play, so I was kind of discouraged by that. And I've been meaning to get back into Project Diva Megamix and Fast and Dreamer. Should probably get into those again. And Spot Valley, actually, and Bit Orchard are both games that I really enjoy playing on the Switch, and I also have those on PC. I'm thinking of doing videos, actually showing them off on my PC on my channel, so yeah, I might delve into that. But that's basically my Switch Lite in a nutshell. I have spent a lot of time playing the Switch Lite in 2025. It really became like a big comfort system for me, especially like when I started delving more into playing Stardew Valley and co-op with Sato. We made a ton of progress this year, lots of happy memories there. And when I got to restart my island finally in Animal Crossing New Horizons, I sunk a lot of time into that because I didn't really, per se, restart my island. I wouldn't be able to do that. I wanted to keep all my items. But I flattened everything on it, and I, like, moved everything. So it is, like, starting from scratch. But, yeah, the Switch Lite's definitely one of my favorite Nintendo systems. Really love it. I'd love to get a Switch OLED. That's kind of like my goal. I have 3 handhelds that I'd really love to get, and one is a Switch OLED, and the other 2 is a Steam Deck. I would love a Steam Deck. That's like my dream handheld. And Wii U. Ever since I discovered that a Wii U could be used pretty much in handheld mode, I've really been pretty obsessed with the idea of getting one, of like snagging like the white Japanese one, especially because of how easily hackable it is, because I love hacking systems. I do not have a hacked Switch Lite just because hacking that thing is a nightmare right now, and keeping it hacked is also a nightmare. So yeah, probably gonna wait until they pretty much end support for the Switch Lite and it's been ironed out before I attempt, that. I know a lot of people are like, oh, it's not a big deal, but I don't want to brick my system because it's a really expensive system and I have a lot of save data on it and I can't afford to just replace it if I brick it. So I pretty much need a close to 100% chance of hacking something, especially that expensive, before I try it. Okay, speaking of Nintendo systems, I'll go ahead and just get straight to the 3DS. So, the 3DS XL, this is my other favorite Nintendo system. I'm really considering doing a skin refresh and redecorating this game system in 2026. Only because I've had it decorated like this for a while. It is really cute with the pastel moon theme. I have like the little twin stars charm, and it's just it's really cute. But I do kind of want to refresh it, and see what other kind of theme I can go for decorating it. I even have like a little Tuxedo Sam sticker underneath. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, I really like the way it looks, but on the other hand, I would like to maybe refresh it. Mainly because the battery in here is failing. I recently bought a new 3DS battery, and I'm gonna be replacing it soon as I have like a free day that I'm not doing anything. And in order to replace the battery, you have to open it up underneath, and in order to do that I would have to remove the skin. So yeah, I'd have to replace the skin if I'm gonna change the battery, but I don't know how much battery is on here right now. I've had it off for a while. It does take a little while to boot when it's hacked if you have a larger SD card in here, which I have a pretty big one. I do want to upsize and get a larger one, even if it means slower boot up times, because I have so much stuff on my 3DS XL. Yeah, I have a lot of stuff. But so this is my screen. I went with Little Twin Stars theme. Do we have background sound? We do. But, yeah, so I have Nintendo X Plus Cats. I love Teddy Together. I have that on here. Tomodachi Live. Just as Quest. Yes, I do have shortcuts for DS games on here just to make it easier to boot them up. Animal Crossing Wild World, and also the Welcome Amiibo. Yeah, Animal Crossing New Leaf. I do have Happy Home Designer on here. I have Harvest Moon 3D New Beginning. Harvest Moon 3D A Tale of Two Towns. I absolutely love this game. I have Story of Seasons, Trio of Towns, and Story of Seasons. I prefer Trio of Towns. It is my favorite. And it's just really fun, and it has one of my favorite bachelors in Story of Seasons games in it. It's just a really, really fun game. I have Hometown Story, Paper Mario Sticker Star, and then a lot of the DS games. I do have the Goals side Tokimeki games on here. I do not have the third one, but I think do I have the third one? I don't think I have the third one. I think I have the third one on my Vita. Because I don't think the 3DS version of the third one was translated. But these are basically really cute Otome games. I really recommend playing them. I do have a lot of dress up games on here. I do enjoy dress-up games. I also have the Black Butler Phantom and Ghost game and the Vampire Knight DS game, which is actually really, really good if you like Vampire Knight. I do have the Cooking Mama games as well as the My Sims games on here. A lot of Mario and Luigi, Yoshi. I have a folder just for like Pokemon, random oddball Pokemon games. I do have a lot of Kirby on here as well. A lot of Professor Layton games. This is where I have like some random horror games. Corpse Party. I love Corpse Party. I run on like every system imaginable. And then some other like Yumi Nikki is actually really good on the 3DS. I was surprised. And this is where I have like my JRPGs. Evo Oasis really surprised me. It's an obscure title, and I tried it out, and it's really fun. I mean, it combines like a JRPG with like a life sim. It's really, 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 really cozy. I have like I love Dragon Quest and Final Fantasy, and it certainly shows with how much I have on here. I also have Atelier Annie, Alchemist of Sarah Island. And we've got some random games on here like Nico Atsumi, which is really cute on the 3DS. Waku Waku Sweets, which is kind of like Cooking Mama. I cannot recommend the Sumiko Gurashi game for 3DS enough. It is so adorable. And the Namigoma games are a little hard to understand because they're not translated, but they are just so cute. I love both Disney Magical World games. Like if you love Disney and Life Sims, you will love those. And of course, we've got our Rhythm games. Rhythm Heaven Mega Mix, Taiko, and Project Mirai DX. We've got some Sanrio games as well. And we've got our farming sims, Moon Factory 3 and 4. Mocha Mocha Friends is a really obscure, lesser known monster raising game. That kind of has like, I guess, like Madoka Magica feelings to it. Like everything's really cutesy, pastel, and adorable, but you kind of feel like something's kind of wrong. And I really love the monster designs in this game, as well as the magical girl designs. It's just really adorable and unique. Monster Hunter Stories is really fun, and we've got some other random games in here as well. And of course Yokai Watch, which I actually have the physical versions of Yokai Watch 1 and 2, so yeah. But that concludes my tour of the 3DS XL. This is, like I said, next to the Switch Lite. This is probably my favorite Nintendo system. I mean, it can play DS games. It is really pretty easily moddable and hackable. I didn't even really cover a lot of the emulation that this thing can do. I recently got Scum VM on here, and it is great for point-and-click games because of the touchscreen and the stylus. I mean, it's really great for point-and-click games. It's great for RPG Maker games. I mean, you could put SNES and all those other classic systems on here. It can emulate a lot, and it has quite a bit on here, so back in the case it goes. And then next, we're going to be covering my little one, Bionic, and you're wondering, oh, watching Bionic. I will provide a link to this. No, my sticker is loose. It's coming off. No. I will provide a link to this specific anbernic below because I have really bad fog right now and I'm going blank, but this is a really fun and adorable system. I did actually redecorate it from how it looked in my original video on it because a lot of those caps weren't stained, so I just bought some slightly like puffy stickles to put on the buttons, and they've been working great. This specific model has really clicky buttons, which are like really satisfying to press when you're playing. It does support putting 2 SD cards, micro SDs in it, so you know you can get quite a bit of storage. I recommend putting the OS on one if you're going with a custom OS. I'm using Mu OS, and then put like the games and stuff on the other one. I really don't know how much battery life this thing has right now. So, I'm gonna attempt to boot this up and see if it's got any juice. I don't think it does. Oh, it does! Yeah, MuOS is what I'm using. And, this is basically my go-to for PlayStation, Super Nintendo, GBA, that includes ROM hacks, like... Oh, it's almost dead. Okay. So if you go on to, no, not apps. Oh yeah, this can also run ScumVM, but I would recommend actually the 3DS for ScumVM only because of the touchscreen capabilities. It can do RetroArch. I did originally use this to play PSP on, but it just makes more sense for me to play PSP games on my Vita or even on my Retroid Pocket because the screen is just more suited for it. But this is great for PlayStation. You can even use Moonlight to stream games, simple games, like nothing too demanding from your PC to this. It's great for streaming like indie pixel games. There's also Portmaster on here, which I don't think I have too much on. It is a Linux-based operating system, so it does give you quite a bit of variety. This thing is totally going to die while I'm using it. That's okay. I do need to charge this. This is chargeable with just a standard USB-C type port, so if you have one of those lying around, yes, you can very easily charge it with this. And now this needs to update, so this is just updating Portmaster. Yeah, I'm on technically, like, I guess disc 3 on Final Fantasy 9 on here, which is like my favorite Final Fantasy game, so I do play a lot of PlayStation on it. I moved over my PSP save data from here because it wasn't working too well for me for PSP. I mean, PSP games don't lag on it. They're great. It's just the aspect ratio wasn't really what I was looking for PSP. It's great for GBA, Super Nintendo. I haven't really tried N64 games on it. I think there was a way to play N64, but I prefer my Retroid Pocket for that. That has a lot more of my more 3D emulators on it. I can play simple DOS games. Like I said, I mean RPG Maker games, of course, I can play those. I can play DS games, but there is no touchscreen, so you'd have to stick to DS games that just rely on the upper screen, which there is a list online of ones that do. And yeah, I love my anbernic. I mean, I have sunk so much actually time into playing this, and I really love the portability of it. It is very small and sturdy, and it's easy to just stick in a pocket. Stickle and Pousine. It's easy to stick in a pocket or stick inside your purse and just take with you. It is a pretty sturdy system. It feels solid. The sound quality on here is actually pretty good. I do love that there's the backlighting for the little analog stick, and I mean it is really a nice retro gaming console that I would recommend. And I mean, there's a lot of ports for this. I mean, if you go to manage ports, like, oh, I guess I actually did have some port. There's even a Diablo port, which actually runs quite well on here. Yes, there is a Franbo port. You do have to own the game on Steam, and then transfer your files, but it works really well. So, yeah, there are a lot of... I forgot just how many ports I actually had downloaded on here. But, yeah, there are a lot of ports. So, it's not just retro gaming. You can play, and of course Stardew Valley's been ported to everything imaginable, but you can play a lot of PC games actually ported on here, which is really nice. And if you go to explore, yeah, I don't have a lot of stuff installed for this, but it does support a lot of emulators. I do have a lot of RPG Maker stuff on here. That I do have. And we have a lot of, there's a lot of Game Boy Advance on here. And I actually have more Game Boy Advance, like, games that I actually found on itch.io that I keep meaning to transfer from my PC to this, and I need to get around to doing that. So let me just hand this thing to Sato so that he can charge it up for me. Sato, would you please charge this for me? Thank you. Okay. Now we can get onto the next system, which I think I will cover my Vita. Because I actually just dusted this thing off this year. And got around to finishing hacking it because it was basically almost 100% hacked. But I did some, like, finishing touches on it. And got a clear cell and decorated it. And yeah, this is my old Vita. I've had this thing for quite a few years. Does this have any battery in it? Please have battery. Okay, so this is actually booting up, and yeah, the battery life actually on the Vita I'm pretty impressed by. I have a lot on my Vita. I have a lot on this thing. So there's, of course, tons of tools. You would use... I can't really go into details on what you would use to get games, but yeah. On emulation, I do have Retroid on here. I keep meaning to configure it. I haven't really. There is, of course, SNES 9 Vita, Easy RPG Player, because I stick RPG Maker games on everything. Daedalus 64 for 64 games, but I do mainly play 64 on my Retroid Pocket 5. Adrenaline for, of course, playing PSP games. So... I actually divided them into genres. So these are the platformers that I have: Limbo, Nella Hambra, The Deal God, Little Big Planet, and Fez. And I actually am using the Vita game slot for a micro SD. So yeah, I actually have the connector for that to expand the storage. So sadly can't put physical games in this thing, but I'm fine with that. Adventure, I have Broken Sword 5 Episode 2, Grim Fandango Remastered, TOA Adventure Time, Day of the Tentacle, 2064 Ancient Villa, and Thimbleweed Perk. On the rhythm, we have all three of the Hatsune Miku Project Diva games and Demo. I love Project Diva. I am a huge fan of rhythm games. I'm not the best at them, but I enjoy them. We have horror games, a lot of horror games. Uncanny Valley, Sense, Lone Survivor, Corpse Party Blood Drive, Dying Reborn, back in 1995, The Hallway, The Count Lucano, The Long Leash, and Red Bow. More horror, just ignore them, and milk inside a bag of milk inside a bag of milk inside a bag of milk. And RPGs, we have quite a few in here. Antiquity Lost, I was actually surprised. That's actually a pretty entertaining title. Exalt, which is a port of the old Ultima games, so I grew up playing those. I love those. Undertale, Ragnarok Odyssey Ace, Roguelite, Tokyo Xanadu, Mind Zero, Dragon Quest Builders, which is really fun, and I highly recommend that you play that if you haven't. And Atelier Sophie, which actually I have hit or miss played quite a few Atelier games. Sophie right now is what I'm pretty much focusing on. I find it to be the most relaxing. I haven't hit on too many of them, but so far Sophie is the most relaxing. And I have Adventures of Mana, Secret of Mana, Wise Memories of Salcata, Wise 7-8, Wise Origin, Final Fantasy 10 HD, and Final Fantasy 10 HD. I love Final Fantasy 10. Definitely one of my favorites. Next to 9. We've got just random relaxing games, Minecraft, Ho-Ho-Com, PlayStation Vita Pets, Proteus, and the Quiet Collection. So, we've got some narrative games, Bubble Punk, Valhalla, Psychopaths, Atome. I have a lot of Atome. Hatterful Boyfriend, Hatterful Boyfriend 2, Code Realize, Guardian of... can't see it. London Detective, Colo X Malice, Hakuoki Kyoto Winds, Hakuoki Edo Blossoms, Psychedelicas, 88 Psychedelica BB, and Amnesia Memories. So, yeah, that's in a nutshell the stuff on here that I have. I think I got a newfound appreciation actually for my Vita this year. I admit that when I first got my Vita, I didn't do much with it. And then, like, after having it for a while, I learned how to hack it. I hacked it. Got so burnt out from hacking it because hacking this is a lot more complicated, actually, than hacking the 3DS XL. There's a lot more steps. It's not as user-friendly or beginner-friendly, and it's a lot more, like... it's a lot more file transferring going on. Unless that's just me. But it bumped me out, and I didn't even fully finish it because they came out with better mods and hacks since then. But then this year, I dug it out, and I was like, you know what? I'm really into handhelds right now. So, I'm gonna just go for it. And I have sunk so much time into it, loaded it up with more games, and I've really enjoyed it. I have really thoroughly enjoyed this, so... yeah, I love my little Vita. Now we're going to actually get into the last handheld that I have, and that is my Retroid Pocket 5. I believe the Retroid Pocket 5 was sadly discontinued. I don't think you can buy the 5 anymore, which is an absolute shame, because in my opinion, the 5 has a very powerful operating system, and it was, at the time that I got it, an affordable price. I know that prices have went up due to tariffs and everything else going on, but at the time it was affordable for me. I use this for my PS2 emulator, heavy on Android gaming like Infinity Nikki, because Infinity Nikki does not really like running on my PC too much. It has really bad, like, laptop lag, as I call it, and connectivity issues on PC, so it works flawlessly on my handheld. So that's what I really, actually, primarily got this for Infinity Nikki. So, I know that's funny. But I play PS2, I play, some PSP on here, I play N64, GameCube. I'm still trying to find a way to configure the Wii to where the controls are comfortable for me. And I do play Switch games on here. You can play Switch games on here. And it works quite well. But yeah, I love my Retroid Pocket 5. This is like such a nice system. And it is really a smooth system too, to be honest. I mean, I have not had any lag, any issues with it. I did take off the little cover I had for the directional pad because it wasn't staying on very well, but I still have these. And very satisfying buttons. I absolutely love the backlighting. Yes, I have my little animated wallpaper. The fact that you can set up animated... No! Okay. I'll update it. Okay, go for it. Okay. But the fact that you can set up the animated wallpaper just like you can on any other Android operating system was a plus for me. I love that. And I'm pretty comfortable using Android OS, so I learned my way around and I'm just using the stock OS on it, and it's pretty simple. It does run a huge variety of emulators. I even messed around with having it run like Windows emulation for a while, which it runs pretty confidently, but the font is just too small and the cursor's too hard to move around, so I kind of abandoned that. But you can use Moonlight to stream heavier games on here. I actually was able to stream Hello Kitty Island Adventure from my PC to this, and I really didn't experience any lag or anything. So I haven't pushed it fully to see what it is capable and not capable of emulating. A lot of that also depends on your internet connectivity. But as far as the system's capabilities, it's pretty strong. It's pretty fast and capable. I know a lot of people have said that it feels sturdy. To me, it feels a little more fragile than, like, say, my anbernic. It's heavy. I'm always afraid of dropping it. I don't think a clear case exists for it, which makes me sad. But it can get pretty hot. The system actually does get pretty hot. But there's a lot of fan settings in here, so, you know, the fans, yeah, they're kind of loud at their highest, but they do keep your system pretty cool. I do like the backlighting for the analog sticks. You can control the colors for each individual one. I don't really have any complaints about this system. The aspect ratio and screen size is perfect for, like, everything. It feels nice in my hand. Feels ergonomic. I don't get hand cramping when I play it. I really don't get hand cramping on any of my systems except for maybe my Vita. My Vita, my hand cramps, like, a little. And on my 3DS XL, my hand will cramp if I'm playing something that requires the analog. After a little while, but other than that, all these systems are pretty ergonomic from what I've seen. I really can't complain over the battery life on the Retroid Pocket 5. It has a really good battery. I mean, honestly, it has a really good battery. And would I buy, like, a different Retroid Pocket in the future? I personally really love the, like, slide, the design of it, but I've heard, like, some negative things on that system, so I don't know if I'd commit to buying it. Just, like, I really love the design of the anbernic cube, but I've heard some negative stuff on it, so I may not commit fully to buying that. Like I said, my heart is pretty set on if I'm able to get a Steam Deck, Wii U, and a Switch OLED in the future, which ironically, the Wii U is, like, the most affordable out of all three of those. But I'm just keeping my eyes peeled, you know, in the hopes that eventually, like, a modded, you know, Steam Deck with, like, a larger hard drive shows up, because I don't want to buy the more, like, expensive model with less storage space, you know, just because it has a better screen. I had one opportunity to get, like, a custom cell, like 2 terabyte Steam Deck on eBay, and it was at a time that I couldn't afford it, and it was like under $500. Kicking myself eternally. But yeah, definitely keeping my eyes peeled for that. Maybe fingers crossed 2026 might be the year of the Steam Deck for me, maybe. But, you know, if not, I'm gonna continue to enjoy the handhelds that I do have, and I hope you all enjoyed this video, and I'd love to do another video on my handhelds, you know, in 2027, discussing, you know, my handhelds of 2026 and what I played the most that year. Maybe this can be a recurring thing, just like my gaming overview of the year, like the cozy games that I played for that year. I hope you all enjoyed this video, and I will see all of you on the next one. Bye.